what up, guys? Make sure you guys like, subscribe, get us to 5,000. These chicks, man, like the shit they make me do, bro, it's fucked. So let's get it done.
Cannot make men and women equal. Like the best thing is that like understanding that you have this on the table, you know, you're nurturing, you're providing, you have love. I'm a man, I can protect you, I can take care of you financially, and then we come together, we make a family.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like you can have a bishop and a knight on a chess field is worth the same amount of points, but they do things differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's where I think people have to understand that like we're so different.
Yeah.
But yet we like to make things equal when we're not.
Yeah, I'm agree on this. Unfortunately, I'm agree on this.
Right? But yeah, no, I think, what do you think though?
I think what everything that you're saying is actually true. Like like I said, there's that double standard. Not for bad reasons, but that's the world that we live in. It's always been like that, right? A man could do something, a woman could do something, and they could do similar things, and one could be frowned upon, the other could be, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. There's a lot of like sayings where like they think that a lot of black women are a lot more masculine than the other girls. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Answer the question properly.
So, when you say masculine, do you mean like they're more of leaders?
Not
like
really
they want
leaders,
to be
no.
the alphas in a
Not really
relationship,
that
or
though.
what?
Like okay, so like we've had a lot of like different like girls who come on, and like unfortunately like some of the girls who are like black, they're a lot more aggressive, right?
Right.
And the thing is that like I've said it on the podcast, it's nothing about the color of their skin, because I actually like darker skinned girls more.
Right.
But I think where it comes down to is that unfortunately in the Western world, maybe not not in Africa, but in the Western world, primarily a lot of black females, a lot of black like mothers are not without their father, or not without their husband, right?
Yeah.
So they're raised in a one parent household.
Right.
So where unfortunately where happens is that like, you know, the mother will say fuck men right up to their daughters,
Right.
and then you know their aunts, their nieces will say fuck men,
grow up
and the
with
music they
that.
listen to will say fuck men,
Yeah.
and then when they grow up, they have no respect for men.
Yeah.
And so like they become so masculine because unfortunately when you go through things in life as a female and you don't have a male figure in your life, the world becomes more difficult. You just have to man up.
Right.
Right? You just have to man up and you have to be so more aggressive in life. Whereas like if you're a female, like there are black females in the world who are like if their fathers are in their lives and they're like well established, their both parents are great. I've seen a lot of black females who are very feminine,
Right.
but like the ones that I've seen, unfortunately, are the ones that like are raised in a one-parent household where things are just really fucked up, and like they just become so much more masculine. Like someone like Sexy Red, like you know what I mean? Like what do you guys think of that?
So to your point, right? So that is the narrative. That is what it's like. Okay, right from the get-go, they have that narrative that hey, like you know, like you have to make sure you fit in. You have to make sure you're able to take care of yourself because no matter what, if this man comes into your life, if this black man comes into your life, they're not there to stay. Maybe something might happen. Something they might leave you to take care of your kids by yourself and all that. So automatically they have that notion that hey, I have to man up. I have to be the masculine to myself and then feminine at the same time. So they end up being more seen as more aggressive.
Yeah.
Not because they don't have a choice, but it's more like they have to play that role just to be able to kind of survive. Or to be seen or to be like, okay, you're good.
How about yourself? What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm agree. But we can say the same thing for Arabic women too.
Yeah.
It's not only for black women.
Yeah.
I think maybe talking about Africa in general, I'm not sure, but it works as well for.
But it's not. But the thing is, this is that like in African families, like I've done a little bit of research. They're very like family orientated.
Yeah.
Like the father's not leaving. Like it's not like it's mostly in the Western world where this shit happens. Like people think it's like all black people. No, I'm like it's the Western world.
That's just a Western world thing.
And like and that's what I'm trying to say is that like you know in like Africa like there's like unity, like it's like you know they come together as a family, whereas like here it's just like very like fucked up. Like the women obviously are very masculine because they have to be masculine, and then they grow up and they have no respect for men, and then that's how like shit happens, right? So that's why, like, you know, I've seen like black guys who come on the podcast who are like, I don't even date black girls. Like I date like girls who are white girls because they're more feminine.
Yeah.
Because
Because
they'll be like,
That's
you know,
true.
they men just like feminine females,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
how
That is
females like masculine men.
men,
Yeah.
yep.
So that's
But
where like
you guys will take the challenge to date a masculine woman.
I've gone on dates with it, but I just think why waste my time with that? Like it's kind of like why humans in general go to the path with the least resistance, right? So it's like, why would I go and change this woman when I could just go and get a feminine woman that's already pre-built?
That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, like when I moved here, like I don't know, 14 years ago, like I couldn't recognize that.
Yeah.
That why black women generally were, you know, more masculine, like
Yeah.
more aggressive. Like I'm like, wait, why are our women like that?
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, regardless, this is what I'm going to stick with. But then like it kept hitting me. I'm like, damn, like they're more, you know, masculine. But then when I did it outside my race, it's like, oh wow.
It's different.
Yeah, they're calmer. They're more like, like they're more emotionally connected to you. Like they make you feel more comfortable. Like,
Yeah. And the Western world is just fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
there's so many
like that.
fucked up things. Like that's the thing where people have to understand is like, you know, a lot of people don't have the means to travel. So they think like their
Right,
bubble is like
that's
what
it.
the world
Yeah.
is, right? But if you actually go around the world, you're like, whoa, like, dude, things are completely.
Yeah,
relationships
definitely.
are not fucked up in
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
They're not fucked up in like South Korea or like India. Like it's actually very normal. And it's only in the Western world where things
That's
are just really fucked up.
Yeah.
And like that's where like people think like, oh, every man's trash. Everything's this.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's just the Western world's trash.
But is there any ethnicity that you guys cannot date at all? Like it's impossible.
No, I think every ethnicity is fine. Like I don't mind dating any ethnicity. Like I don't think that it really matters. I think what it comes down to is like culture is more important than ethnicity.
Yeah.
Way more important because culture plays a big part of how you are as a
Yeah.
person and what you bring up as a person. Like, you know, that's what I'm trying to say is like all the music that you see today, like it's just like, you know, it's fuck bitches or
Yeah, yeah.
fuck men. It's like it's like both of us don't have respect for each
Yeah,
other, right?
each
So
other,
it's like
yeah.
and music and culture and art plays a huge part of humans you know, like their mindset.
Yeah.
So I think that's where like things are just so fucked up today. Where like, you know, like even like in Europe and stuff like that, like I don't think the music's that trashy. I don't think it's that
It's
bad.
trash.
I mean, it's trash, but I don't think it's like a lot of it. Like remember, like when we think of like Europe, we think of like UK, where it's like okay, there's like you know there's drill music and stuff like that. But if you go to, like fucking Romania, you go to like
Oh, yeah.
Czech Republic, like it's
and-
pretty civilized.
I know. And the thing is, no, even though they're, you know, trashy, it's like they're following the trend. They're following the
Yeah.
trend of the Western world. But they still have their culture.
Yeah.
They still have that ground. Like they're grounded.
Yeah.
Grounded means, you know, they have something that they've seen it. They have their culture where the society lives a certain way. But then this, I want to be trashy. They
Yeah.
they follow the Western world, right? So it's like that culture that's missing out of, you know, our Western society. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's why so many things, relationships,
Yeah, I agree.
or even people in general, like get damaged and
Yeah.
go through certain situations. It's just you
Yeah.
know, the lack of culture.
No, I
It's
agree.
either the lack of culture or the mix of multicultures to the point where we really don't know. It's like everybody is just, you know,
100%.
living in a certain different
Yeah.
way.